I was doing a play, I believe, in New York, an off-Broadway play. Um, Alan Arkin directed. Um, Little Murders, and I got cast in that. And someone came over to see the show, and they said, "Fred, we're starting an improv comedy group. We'd love you to be in it." And I said, "Wow!" And it was right down the street at the bitter end. And I said, that would be great, because I still had ideas for sketches that I'd done in Chicago. So we went into this club, and we would get up late at night, like midnight, after all the singers. And unless I'm wrong, I remember Neil Diamond getting up one night. We followed Neil Diamond. He obviously wasn't as big as he became. But we would do some sketches. We would do improv. And someone brought down a casting guy from The Tonight Show. And he just loved us. And we'd only been together a couple of months. And he said, "All right, we have to come up with a name for your group. We'd like you to be on the show." So we didn't have a name. So everyone was suggesting names. And one of our characters, a big heavy-set guy, in one of the improvs, he did a character. His name was Tony Catucci. I'm the head truck driver for the Ace Trucking Company in Brooklyn. And we thought that was so funny. It was such a common name. Every place you go, there's an Ace typewriter, there's an Ace. And he was the Ace Trucking Company. So we all kept coming back to that. So we said, let's call ourselves the Ace Trucking Company. So that was much more successful than my two-man team, because there were five of us. Someone referred to us as a living cartoon. We'd come rolling out as like a live cartoon characters. We had a very heavy-set guy. We had the little guy with a mustache who did a bit called, "You doesn't have to call me Ray. You can call me Jay. You can call me RJ." And that was a big hit. And the other guy and myself were kind of straight guys, and we had a very pretty girl in the group. And we did The Tonight Show, and that led to a lot of other shows. And then we were cast to be on the Tom Jones variety show. And he loved us. We opened for him in Vegas, and then they took us to London to be on his TV show. And then we played clubs and colleges all over the country. We did about 50, 60 Tonight shows, and we were just on just about everything. So that was a very successful act.
Why do you think Johnny had you back so much?
We were just kind of wild. We did funny stuff. I think the guy that did the Raymond J. Johnson bit looked a lot like Doc Severinsen, so there's an inside joke there. We did a sketch about five motorcycle bikers who came into a store, and they wanted to buy, they got kind of sucked into buying very fancy, like, men purses and shoes, and we kept talking about shoes. I need some shoes. So when our sketch was over, Johnny Carson was saying, "Shoes." So they just liked us. We were just fun. We never came over to sit on the panel because there were five of us. But he just liked, I think, the anarchy and the fun we had.